flap, 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 flap. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Smite 2. I think there's music to it. Hold on. Oh, we're logging in. Okay, I guess we're Oh my god, look, we got our name. We got Syndrake. Pog. What is up, guys? Syndrake here. Let's just let's chat for right now. So we are gonna be getting into Smite 2 here pretty soon, but I've been behind on news, on everything. I literally just found out like they came out with this game. It's been in the works, da 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 da. This and there's so much. There's so much I've been behind. So before we get into the first impression of this video, we are gonna be going over some like keynotes, right? To really understand like, why did they make this game? Why is it coming out? Like, is it free to play? Is it this and this and this and this? Okay. So we are gonna be getting into the nitty gritty. I know this may be a little bit behind for some of you, or just like out of the blue, but let's start with Smite 2. From my understanding, Smite 2 is what Hi-Rez wanted Smite to be like. Okay? And honestly, I didn't understand that. I was like Smite right now is just it's big. It's their biggest game, you know. It's so big. Why build a game from the ground up? Well, like not really. Well, yeah, they did basically build the Smite like from the ground up because it's a new engine. And so basically it's a better engine. What they're on, I don't even know. I don't want to give you wrong information. I don't know, for the newest Unreal Engine. Anyways, yeah, whatever that is. But anyways, from the Alright, hold on. I got some notes here. I got from the website. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna skim it. We're gonna skim it. Okay, we're gonna skim it. Okay. Before we even get into this, okay, we're gonna skim this. Okay, from my understanding, we're running this month alpha for 3 core reasons. They want feedback for the early stage. There's a lot of content, entertain for a few days, meaningful. Okay, cool. What should I expect during alpha? This is a true alpha. First of all, for those of you who are in the game right now, it is an alpha, bro. It's an alpha, and I can't stress this enough because my cousin got into the alpha. I basically persuaded him into getting the founders pack, but you know, and he was about to refund it, bro. Okay. I need to stress that this is a alpha. It is fresh out the works, out of the woodworks. Like, it's still in progress. Okay, there's so much still like with the game. You can't expect a fresh out the game like right. You know, you just can't. Okay, it doesn't work like that. If it did, you know, we'd have a full complete game and all the gods would be transferred over. You know, it doesn't work like that. You have to understand this. There's no like save progression. There's no saved anything. It's just the gameplay and how the game feels and like how it makes you feel and like, you know, there's more. There's just more like to it than the nitty gritty. But they're expecting like how things feel. Okay. And honestly, this topic is for my cousin because he is ignorant as fuck. Just go in with not expecting a finished game. Like, just go in, play the game, you know, play other players, play the game, bro. Like, it's a game. It's just, why can't you just enjoy the game, you know? That being said, don't criticize like too harshly. Everything is still in development. Like I just can't stress that enough. Like it's I'm just lost with words. Just lost with words. Anyways, your feedback on all these, the changes. Okay, yes. Also, I also heard about this. What do you think about changes we made to gods kits? There are some gods that actually got a kit change, and from my understanding, I saw Zeus, like a little gameplay video from Smite game. Appreciate you guys. I saw Zeus. He doesn't have his shield anymore. He doesn't throw out his shield anymore. So in this game, now that in this Smite, now that they're on a newer, better engine, they can do things that they couldn't do in the previous engine. You understand? Like, they have better, they're more flexible with like certain animations, certain things that they can do now, which is why they came out with that one god that I don't even know her name. I forgot her name. She's a mage, you know. But I have mixed feelings because yes, it's a brand new game for the ground up, but they can do more. Like, they can do so much more than what they wanted to do. You know, you understand? Like, I don't know how to express it enough, but yeah. How's the core gameplay feel? It's probably talking about Conquest, because there are a lot of extra stuff that shouldn't really be there. I don't know how they're gonna smooth it out, but it looks good. Like it. So when I did see the little gameplay, I saw the gameplay of Smite 2. There's a lot of like key notes of like, oh, you're immune, or oh, you're getting CC'd or something like that. There's more indication, and I don't know how they're gonna smooth that out, or it's gonna be like that. But I think it's pretty useful information especially for new players. Is Conquest meeting your expectations? I believe it's a new Conquest map. I mean, it definitely is new. Different buffs, like just different aspects of the map. Can't wait to get in there. But what do you think about the new item system and core and active items? I haven't seen it yet. I know there's different item like systems. Like, it's not magic and physical, it's now strength and intelligence, and now tanks can literally use all the items, and all the characters can use all the items, and you could build like crazy. You could go attack speed Ymir or crit Ymir if you wanted to, because that's possible now. How is the UI looking and feeling? I can't say yet. I'm not in the game yet. But okay, so right off the bat, let's just say like the lobby screen is beautiful. It looks good. It's giving me goosebumps. That's how good it is. Anyways, how is performance? I think performance is gonna be like a little shaky for some people, but you know, that's why we're trying it out. How does the game feel on controller? I'm not playing this game on controller ever. What bugs do you encounter? I've heard there's already like a bunch of bugs already, but you know, again, that's to be expected because it's an alpha. Like, it's just to be expected. Most importantly, are you having fun? Bro, the game looks fun. Bro, I'm having fun just watching because it looks so good. I'm not gonna lie. The game looks fun. It looks really fun. It looks good. What server regions are available? NAEU. What content will be available during the alpha? So it's 5v5. Yeah. 14 gods. Yeah. VGS communication. On god. Minimal out of game UI functionality. Approximately 15 cross-gen skins. Oh my god. Someone's just saying something. Haven't downloaded it to try it yet. Plan on playing it once it comes out. You suck. Just get the Founders Pack so you can get the God Pack with it. Naps. Appreciate you, Yuri. Oh yeah, will the alpha be fun for players who are new to Smite? I feel like this whole like segment, I feel like right now it's very new player friendly, considering how many gods there are and all the like the indications that they added in the game. I feel like it's very noob friendly right now. I feel like the best time to play Smite 2 is now, in my opinion. I feel like it's better now to learn everything right off the bat. Does the alpha support crossplay? Will support crossplay. Oh, look at that! It's more crossplay, bro. That means there's a lot of fucking people playing. Will progress be saved during alpha? No. I knew that was a given. That was a given. It's probably not gonna get saved until beta. How can I provide feedback in the Discord? Actually, I should probably get in the Discord. Can I stream, make videos, or create other content during alpha? We love watching your streams and videos, hearing feedback. Awesome. That's why we're streaming right now. How do I play in the alpha? Founders pack or getting keys later on down the line. Yeah. I mean, I bought the founders. I mean, I was gonna get founders anyways because again, if you get founders and you're planning to play anyways for an extensive period of time, I honestly suggest just buying founders because it comes with the god pack. Like, just get it. What are Smite 2 Founders Edition? Should we talk about that? Here's a quick glance. So Founder is $30, right? But it comes with the game, the God Pack, and the badges with the Kako Demon, the OG Kako Demon skin, and the Legacy Gems. We'll probably talk about Legacy Gems and all this other stuff later. But that is, that's that. I mean, I guess we can talk about it now if it's in this note. I know Legacy Gems is basically gems from Smite 1 that makes skins half off in the second game, from my understanding. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure. I'm not completely sure, but I know it has to do something with gems in Smite 2 because you spent gems in Smite 1. Anyways. How do you access during the day? Okay. What is Extension Pass? Okay, this is personally my question. Like, what the hell is that? Extension Pass essentially is an enhanced version of God Masteries. From my understanding, I saw a video that had stats, personal stats of the god you were playing, or whoever has Extension Pass. So you got stats. You got a stat track on your god, basically. But you only get 23 for closed beta. Okay, I know that was a little long segment, but there's probably more to it. But yeah, if I am gonna be talking about anything, we'll probably just But here we go. This is the big boy notes. The big boy notes before we even play. Smite 2 Alpha Week 1 playtest notes. What do we got? Let me just move all this shit. What do we got? Okay. So, Alpha 2 status, guys. So, we philosophical abilities a little bit. Okay, so basically their goal, work side by side with the community. We want feedback for changes, and basically they want to make Smite how we dreamed of playing Smite. And again, they couldn't make how they wanted to make Smite and Smite 1 with that engine. So now that they have the opportunity with, that long 10 years of Smite 1 being a thing, now they can grow into something better. Which, I mean, again, I have mixed feelings about it, but, I feel like there's more good than bad in this, situation. Streaming or recording screenshots discussed of all forms of social media is allowed. For this test, we will be monitoring public discussions for feedback as well. Period. Alpha test varies degrees on permanent progression or ownerships. This includes pair name, god ownerships. What? Okay, I understand. I skimmed it. Okay, I skimmed it. Okay, gameplay design goals. So Smite 1 has been built upon for 10 years. We aim to design Smite 2 to be able to progress for another 10 plus years, which honestly they can, because the engine is phenomenal. They can do so much. I'm just so curious on like how they're gonna do things, because they can change God's kits. They can change like animations. They can do so much. They can do so much, and it's much easier. Better engine is, is that what's that saying? Work smarter, not harder. Kind of shit. So I'm like really like, we want to keep the core gameplay of Smite 2 similar to gameplay Smite 1. It's been successful for us familiar players, so they want to keep Conquest. Basically, they want to keep the staple Conquest 3v3 maps, 3 lanes, etc. Okay, we want to introduce a large variety of new designs, which now they can because of the new engine. The new game and new technology creates the opportunity of rebalancing Smite. That's true. That's true, because there are some things that can't be balanced because of the engine. That is so true. A new mechanics is a way that Smite 1 good. Oh yeah. So the new god with the I should probably get her name. Let's get her name real quick. Wait, she's not playable in the playtest? Wait, she's not playable in the playtest. She's not here. I recognize everyone except for, this girl. She's not available. So basically, this character has some mechanics that was not able to be done in Smite 1. That's basically what I wanted to say. I just don't remember her name. All right. Anyways, I know there's a new combat like system, with strength and intelligence, magical and physical damage and protections, magical and physical cooldown rates. Cooldown rates are different. Lifesteal, penetration. So they change so much in their system. Like everything is so different now. So basically now with strength and intelligence, all the gods can use those. Strength is basically basic attacks, damage, and ability damage, and intelligence is generally ability damage and ability utility effects, which is interesting. Each effect and each ability will be clearly labeled, indicating the type of stats they're scaled from. Okay, that's useful. That's actually really useful. Okay, so it's, self-explanatory for strength and intelligence, but basically, yeah. And then we have magic and physical damage and protections. So any god can now deal magical and or physical damage. Many Smite 2 gods deal both types of damage within the same kit. Oh, each instance of damage and each ability will be clearly labeled and displayed. Okay. Abilities will now scale mostly or only strength, generally dealing physical damage, and so on and so forth. With intelligence, many abilities can scale a combination of strength and intelligence. So strength and intelligence, like right off the bat, that just reminded me of Freya. Like many abilities scale with a combination of strength and intelligence, because I'm thinking like she can use her regular like her regular sword, and then she irradiates it with magic. That's the only thing like that was going through my head, like that's possible. So she could be doing physical and magical damage. Basic attacks deal magical and physical damage depending on the god, but all basic attacks in the game currently scale with 100% strength plus 20% intelligence. Okay, I feel like that's just for now. I feel like they're gonna change that. Magical and physical protection will now work just how they did in Smite 1. Magic protection. The formula for mitigation damage through protections is unchanged. 100 divided by parentheses 100 times x parentheses. I didn't know that was the mitigation. I didn't know that was a formula for mitigation. I feel like that's super useful for like. I think it's useful. I think that's useful information. Like I didn't know that was the formula that they were running for mitigation. Interesting. Okay. Keep in mind that most enemies will be able to deal both types of damage and itemize accordingly. Even a god building all strength can still deal magical damage when you take or deal damage, as symbols will appear next to the damage numbers that convey the type. Okay, that's understandable. That's self-explanatory. Next we have cooldown rate. So cooldown rate, I just glimpsed it for a little bit, and I was like, oh, that's different. So now there's a formula for for cooldown. It used to be just percentage, like straight, like flat percentage. Now it's 10. 10 CDR rate is 9%. 50 CDR rate is 33%. 120 CDR rate is 54.5. Doing this with this formula. This also uses the 100 divided by 100 plus X formula. Lifesteal. Lifesteal is just lifesteal. This stat automatically applies to all damage dealt, whether it is magic or physical. So lifesteal is just general now. Like lifesteal is everything in your kit, everything you do. Like if you anything you do damage now, you lifesteal. That's it. Which is, I feel like that's better. I feel like it should have always been that way. I don't know. I feel like it should have always been that way. It applies at 100% effectiveness of the amount of enemy gods. There is no reduction for AoE abilities. There was a reduction for AoE abilities in Smite 1? But it applies 30% effectiveness to all minions and... Okay. So say you have 20% lifesteal. Hitting gods, you'll get 100% of that 20%. Does that make sense? And you'll get 33% of that 20% on minions. Does that make sense? So you're not getting 20% all around. You're getting 20% only when you hit enemy gods with abilities or anything damaging to enemy gods. Which I have mixed feelings about that, but we'll see what it looks like in game. Next we have penetration. Flat penetration is currently available as a stat on any item. There is no plan to reintroduce it. A similar effect can be okay, so pen is still benefits ability. Okay, so pen basically is the same thing, but the item has to specify physical penetration or magical penetration, so on and so forth. Magic goes with magic, physical goes with physical. So I feel like penetration is fine where it's at. That's cool, that's great. Now for critical rate. Critical strike includes all of modern smoothing formulas that Smite 1 had. So critical strike in Smite 2 hit for 1.75 times damage, with the Deathbringer items boosted to 2 times damage. All gods can now buy critical strike chance and can critically strike on their basic attacks. So critting is the same, except now you can... Well, okay, critting is the same, but it's a little less in Smite 2 unless you get Deathbringer. And then you get 2 times the damage. But now everyone can crit, which is kind of crazy because crit Ymir. Movement. Backpedaling was 40%, strafing 20%. Melee penalty, okay, cool, great. Gods no longer gain movement speed over the first Gods no longer gain movement speed over the first 7 levels. All gods are full speed from level 1. There are no boot style items in the game. Movement speed only comes from full price tier 3s, usually under specific conditions only. Wait, that's a game changer. There's no more penalty. There's no more back penalty. There's no strafing. Everyone has the same speed. That makes the game faster, right? All gods are full speed from level 1. Gods no longer gain movement speed over time for 7 levels. I'm trying to think of I feel like I read that wrong. I feel like I'm understanding that wrong. So I think in Smite 1, you gain movement speed over time, right? Every time you level, you gain movement speed. So now everyone has the same speed at level 1. Unless you buy movement speed stuff in your items. Wow, level 1 fights are going to go crazy. Holy shit. Oh my god. Anyways. Okay, wow. Wow, this game is so noob friendly now with me just reading that. That's because a lot of noobs backpedal and strafe all the time. Range penalty all the time. And I used to always talk about that, and I always dogged my cousin for it too. But like, what? What? Okay. Wow. I'm okay. Next we have diminishing returns, aka CC reduction. This is the mostly unchanged from Smite 1. Hard CC provides 1 stack of DR. Displacement CC provides 2 stacks DR. Each stack of DR provides 20%. Okay. Honestly, DR is just it's very confusing to me for some reason. Caps at 80% reduction, cannot be reduced. Okay. I feel like it's the same. It's unchanged. I feel like it's the same. I don't really need to go over it, but yeah. Displacement CC, all knockbacks, knockouts, pushes, pulls, grabs will now be described as displacement. Effects instead of knockbacks. The term knockback often confuses players in Smite 1 because it sounds more specific than it actually was. This is hard CC effect. Abilities that display will describe the direction and style of displacement in their long description. I feel like... Okay, so displacement is hard CC, but I feel like... Okay, I can kind of like visual the displacement, the knock up. So knock up... Wait, knock back, knock up, pushes... Pulls, grabs. Okay, but they're all the same thing. Pulls and grabs are the same thing. Okay. I don't know. I'm just trying to like wrap my head around that. They're categorizing all the hard CCs with displacement. Okay, we'll see how that is in game. Impede CC, players made walls and other blocking areas. Use impede to describe the types of other guys. Phantom. Okay. Health shields now stack in Smite 2. Damage will be taken from the shield with the shortest duration first. Shields will now be able to gain lost independently over time and be treated as if unique shields, even though the UI currently only displays them as one total shield bar. That sounds confusing. This sounds confusing. Okay. Next, we're trying to go. I'm sorry, y'all. We're trying to go through this fast. Game systems, front end UI. Okay, the UI is nice. The in-game UI is kind of, but like the lobby screen is nice. It kind of reminds, like the whole engine reminds me of Predecessor, but it's like, I don't know. I feel like Smite did it better than Predecessor using the newer engine. I don't know. It just looks so good. I don't know. Maybe I'm biased because I played Smite for so long, but it looks so good. Practice mode, new player experience. We expect more alpha testers will be already played a good amount of Smite, and we prioritize core gameplay. Okay, cool. This document will serve as a primary source of gameplay information. Please follow Smite social. Okay, new players experience will become a huge priority in the team. Okay, cool. Queuing. Pre-match lobbies will not immediately close. If someone disconnects after selecting a god, they have time to reconnect and to the lobby or the match. I hope they keep that. I hope they keep this. I hope they keep this. I hope it's not just for the alpha. Conquest roles. Okay, role queues. Assigning roles are not ready yet. Pre-match lobby will have a function for players to select and trade roles. We highly encourage using this even if you already hovered or locked your god. Okay. Auto buy. All players will now have will be prompted with auto buy option at the start of each match. Each god will have 2 to 3 different auto buys. Players. Okay, so I mean, my cousin, first of all, he was complaining about the auto buy. But he doesn't know any of the items, so like, why the fuck are you complaining about auto buy? Cause I'm about to put auto buy, cause I don't know a lot of the new items or what the changes, and I don't have the time to read all the items, you know. Cause we're about to just get in the game, bruh. Auto skill is not necessary. I don't think it's ever necessary for auto skill. Surrender functionality does not exist in this test. Oh, thank God. It doesn't exist. Thankfully, it doesn't exist because there's no point of surrendering, because you're playing the game. You're not getting anything. You're not losing anything. It's a test, which, as it should be, you shouldn't be surrendering in a fucking test game. Conquest help tips will help you start moving. Okay, cool. Player behavior. In this type of things might go wrong. Players might be confused. We encourage everyone to join, play on as much as they can. Try to finish the matches and surrendering fetching. MMR will be reset multiple times in the future. Deserter penalty will be effect for the public weekend. VGS ping and emotes will be built in spam. Oh, thank you for that. Awesome. Okay, Conquest. Design goal. We plan to deepen the system that makes up Conquest and adds more impact on the choices a player makes in a match. My god. This will only just begin at the stage of development, as a lot of room to expand. And to keep roles as flexible and creative as possible throughout the alpha and beta stages, we want players to have a significant impact over what the metagame looks like. In order to achieve the goal above, we are currently not creating items that force gods into specific playstyles or roles. This is something we are open to adjust later, possibly by creating starter items for roles that need more like gelling or support. I guess they don't have that yet. I don't know. Tower systems. Each tower house hell divides into segments, separating a marker. Wait, so towers have multiple health bars. I'm assuming. I read that right. Will cause it to drop 2 gold bounties. Players can pick it up for 75 gold. The last bounty of each will be worth extra gold. It only grants the team with reaches it first. Wait, what? The last bounty for each tower is worth extra gold and is only granted to the team that reaches it first. This is specifically marked by a different icon on the health bar. Wait, so say if my tower went down, the last segment tower went down, the money comes out, I could pick it up from my own tower, is insane. I could snag that bitch. Be like, bitch, that gold's not yours, it's mine. I own the tower. Type shit. That's crazy. Oh, look, for example, if the order team reduced the chaos T1 tower below the last bounty, it will grant 125 gold. If the chaos team has decided to reduce the orders. Okay. This is essentially a race where both teams are trying to be the first to reach the special bounty on each tower. Wait, maybe I read that wrong. Maybe I didn't read it completely. Which I mean I didn't, but anyways. Everything presence on towers are rewarded for more gold, which can then lead to items being built slightly faster. So being in your lane rewards you, bitch. Stay in your lane. They said stay in your lane. Do not rotate early. Don't gank early. Don't invade early. Stay in your lane. Minions can now be executed with basic attacks once they fall. Oh, they can be executed. Oh, you can last hit now. You can last hit properly now. You can last hit properly. Minotaurs periodically spawn with extra minions in the wave. These are tankier siege minions that can deal heavy damage. No more, so they're basically siege minions. Spawns every 6 waves starting at 2:30. And these are the times. Oh. Important information, in my opinion. Melee and gold XP. 50 XP, 21 gold. Okay, cool. All minions reward increased by 5 XP every 3 minutes. Also important information for you nerds out there, you analytical bitches. What else? Infamy system, jungle camps. Oh my god, we're not gonna finish this. I'm gonna skim this as much as I can now. I'm going to skim this. Sorry. We're gonna get in the game. Holy shit, this is a lot of information. This is a lot of information. This is literally a new game. It's like a manual to the new game. What the fuck? Each team has one of each buffs on the other side of the map. There are 4 back harpies. Oh, the spawn times. Okay, that's important. For the harpies and the buffs. Important information. Chat, important information right there. You can pause the video. Okay, anyways. The following are what each camp grants each level. So camps evolve too. Their buffs can evolve. Grants no buff. That's funny. Level 1 grants no buff. Grants no buff. Grants no buff. Grants no buff. A movement speed. Okay, so basically, red buff is damage. Red buff is a damage buff. Okay, that's it. And it does ticking damage. It does poison damage. It does damage over time. It does dot damage. Sorry, fuck. It does dot damage. Gives you. It's a damage buff that gives you dot damage. Okay. Yellow buff gives you movement speed. It gives you a stackable movement speed. Interesting, because when you take damage, you remove all the stacks. Interesting. So it's like a yellow buff is like combat boots, if anyone remembers that. If you're an OG, basically you get out of combat movement speed. That's what it is. Purple buff is damage. Basically, it gives you 15. It gives you strength and intelligence. Purple buff is damage, just straight raw damage. And then, yeah, red buff gives you damage, but dot damage. And then purple gives you stat damage. Yeah, okay. Blue gives you protections and cooldown. Harpies give you shield. Okay. XP and gold for harpies. If you really want to know, it's right there. Invader's Curse. Invader's Curse has been removed in Smite 2. I don't know what that is. I don't know what Invader's Curse is. I don't know what that is. But it's been removed. Interactive map objectives. Okay, so there's side quests, basically. There's side quests before you actually win the game. There's jungle buffs. There's gold caches. There's the war horn. I don't know what the war horn is. Teleporters. Okay. I know they added teleporters in Smite 1. I just haven't played it. I haven't played it in a while. So, Fire Giant door. Or Fire Giant, basically. Jungle buffs. Gold cache. Oh, those are the little chests, right? Those are the little chests in the jungle. Warhorn, what's this? Capturing this new objective in Soul Lane will award 25 gold for each member of your team and upgrade the next wave of minions into champion for all 3 lanes. Oh. So basically, capturing the objective in the Soul Lane will give everyone 25 gold, and then the next wave of minions are turned into champions in all the lanes. And the champion minions, damage taken for enemy gods and minions are reduced by 25%. That's crazy. Plus 2 power for every 2 minutes of each, of 2 minutes of match time up to a maximum of 20. That's crazy. That's a super minion in your lane. What the hell? Interacting with Warhorn once begins the capturing of the team. While capturing in progress, the enemy can interact to halt the progress. Okay, so basically they can stop you from capturing it. Okay. Teleporters. You can teleport to the dual lane and soul lane on one side of the map. That's it. There's 30-second cooldown. Yeah, you can use it. Yeah. Stealth areas like bushes. These are bushes, patches, and there's bushes. I don't know. Was there bushes in Smite 1? I don't remember. I don't remember. But there's bushes. There's wards. There's other revealing stuff. Gold Fury. Gold Fury. Gold Fury stuff. You get... Gold Fury on the first kill gives you double speed, leaving the fountain. Second kill gives leadership aura, and the aura gives 30% damage reduction and 25 increased power. Wow. Okay, killing Gold Fury is actually useful. Like, instead of just getting gold and getting a boss buff. After killing 3 Gold Furies, you get armor and true damage in structures. Oh my god. Wait, I like these. I like this mechanic. It's really good for, like, like stalled games. When a team reaches 3 Gold Fury kills, the Gold Fury transforms into Ancient Fury. Defeating the Ancient Fury will continue to grant the killing rewards, but also grants a special temporary benefit. When defeated, the Ancient will disable enemies' structures 120 seconds. What? That's crazy. We're fighting for objective. We're fighting Gold Fury for objective now. Oh my god. Fire Giant has a new kit. I don't really care for the new kit, to be honest. If you really want to know what it does, just go fight the Fire Giant. Magma Slam, Ragnarok Fury, and Fire Blast. Fire Giant, use Fire Blast. Ah! The buff increases by 20 for each stat and 30 protection? Oh my god. Fire Giant applies 40% anti-heal on hit. That's useful. XP splitting rules. Okay. 25. Okay. Awesome. We're not even halfway done with this bitch. Oh my god, there's so much information. Wait, okay. I don't think we have to read the gods. We are not going to read the gods, okay? Y'all, if we really want to know what the gods do, just go in the game and find out. Or I'll make a separate video. Okay, this is the last thing we have to go over, because then the rest is literally just god abilities, and we could read them in game, you know? Flexible systems, unique kits. We want each god to be unique to the abilities it has. Each god has to bring something new to their team, but in one large feature, unique combination of smalls. Something new to explore. Okay, this can... Okay, so in Smite 2, we aim to bring some new components to each god we bring out from Smite 1. This can range from entirely ability reworks to balance level changes that promote big playstyle changes like Strength ADC Zeus and Crit Ymir is crazy. Oh my god. This got me. Strength ADC Zeus. What? That's insane. Okay, next. God system changes. In Smite 2, gods will no longer be labeled as class or confirmed to constrict within that class. Gods will be a sum of their parts and could be a combination of their kits and base stats that would not fit in a Smite 1 class definition, which Smite 1 already has a few of their, leading to constant confusion and debate. That's a whole different discussion. With no class, gods will instead be defined by their key properties. Ranged and melee basic attacks. You know what it's giving? It's giving League of Legends. Cause I'd be Talon mid. I think that's his name. Yeah, I'd be Talon mid. What else? Basic attack damage. Shows a scale from 1 to 5 on how much basic attack damage that the god can output, derived from base strength and kit featured. Ability damage shows a 1 to 5 on how much ability damage can... Okay. Defense, etc. Strength, aptitude, intelligence, whatever. Playstyle tags. So we're no longer getting the ADC, mage, jungle, support, all that stuff. Now we're getting burst damage, constant damage, pressure, lockdown, CC, area control, utility, healing, sustain, mobility, and counterpick. So basically, yeah. For example, Bologna would be crowd control, melee, pressure. Hey, are you looking for some crowd control, melee, pressure? You looking for some pressure, melee, crowd control? Maybe some melee, pressure, crowd control, or some pressure, crowd control, melee. Anyways, god ability text. To read the god's ability text. Okay. Short and long ability description. Okay. We want these update notes to be informative as possible and want to share. We are sharing full god kits. This might be hard to quickly scan and notice changes for Smite 1. So right off the bat, we are going to come back and take a look at all this. We're going to come back and take a look at this. Okay. But right off the bat, Heket? Did I say her name right? Heket? Ring of Heket? I think that's how you say it. Hackett will be released in future alpha updates. Community discussion and closed testing yielded feedback for Goddess needs more dev time in order. They played her in the at the high res testing, which was pretty cool. But now that we are all caught up somewhat, let's get in the game. Now that we're all caught up, yeah, we're gonna play Conquest.